tell you, when they said over the weekend, I'm going to speak here, I was so excited. I think we have phenomenal partners with all 444 municipalities. We're out in the communities, our ministers are out, our caucus members are out. If we work together, we're unstoppable. Sure, there's going to be some differences. Sure, there's going to be some bumps in the road, but collectively, we all want the same things. We want economic growth, we want affordable housing, we want infrastructure built in our communities, and we're going to be there for them.
Good Roads has been making our roads better, helping people get where they're going, whether that's to work, the grocery store, or home to their families at the end of the day. Recently, Good Roads came to us with a solution that would help municipalities recruit, train, and retain frontline public works staff. They proposed e-learning courses that would bring training to new regions not previously served in rural, small, and northern municipalities, as well as First Nations. This idea is exactly the kind of innovative thinking that our government is looking for: cost-effective, flexible, and giving workers the skills they need for better jobs with bigger paychecks.
These are the 5 crises the current city building is facing all over Canada and all over the world. The climate crisis, the housing crisis, the inequity and racism crisis, and classism crisis, and inequality crisis. Technology of better cars is not going to do the job for us. Self-driving cars won't do the job for us. Electric cars will not do the job for us. Better cars will not solve the problem for us. We also know that things like the Boring Company drilling tunnels under LA is not going to work. Good roads, better streets. We actually know how to do good roads and better streets, certainly in cities. We know how to do it. The challenge is not a challenge of lack of information, a lack of understanding. The challenge is usually will. It can be all sorts of reasons why we still have a culture of excuse, while other parts of the world that I get to work in have a culture of action and creativity. The Premier talked about getting on with things. There are parts of the world that are much better than our cities at getting on with things, whereas we often have a culture of excuse. It's amazing to me how many years can go into a paralysis of risk aversion.
Transportation, roads, bridges, buses, subways, is the one government service that every single one of us in this room and every single person across Ontario relies on every single day.
The idea of Canada as an opportunity creation engine for everybody, where no matter what your station in life, you can move up in the world, is starting to be challenged a little bit.
If Ontario didn't have any roads and it was just communities and they'd walk around in their local area, and an organisation came along and said, have we got a proposal for you? It's roads. All right, they're these things, and they are going to transform our economy. It's going to go off the charts. We're going to be able to move goods through Ontario. We're going to be able to bring tourists in and spread them around, connect communities. It's going to be absolutely amazing. They said, we're in. Any other costs? I say, there's one other little one. We're going to kill 600 of the community every year, and we're going to seriously injure about another 1,200 every year. Road safety auditing is a formalised process to do this. It's not overly complicated, and it utilises local technical professionals within municipalities or consultancies and just arms them with some skills and a process and utilisation of their existing knowledge to transform areas of the road network.
On February 11, 2000, a normal sunny February in Northern Ontario, my brother Adam lost his life because someone didn't stop for the school bus that day. Now the conditions that day were dry, sunny, and clear. The stop arm was fully out, the red lights were flashing on the bus, and Adam was mere footsteps away from our family home. As you also heard, my brother Alex witnessed this incident, along with the school bus driver and many children on that school bus. That's something you never unsee.
And I appreciate if there are folks here today who are not from Northern Ontario or living there currently to understand the importance of our region. I understand how important access to the provincial highway network is for keeping people and goods moving safely, efficiently across Ontario's vast territory. That territory would be 806,000 square kilometers. Now, just for people who care about these kinds of things, that's the size of Germany and France combined, give or take 50,000 square kilometers. It takes me 22 hours to drive from Toronto back to my home in Keewatin, Ontario, and I haven't even left the province yet.